Hello students, it's Nazia Begum here, your physics lecturer, welcoming you all in today's lecture. In our previous lecture, we have discussed what gravitational force is. We have also discussed universal law of gravitation and gravitational acceleration and find out the relation between gravitational acceleration and gravitational constant. Now today, we are going to discuss how gravitational acceleration changes its values with altitude and depth. So first of all, let's discuss effect of altitude on g. That means how g changes with change in altitude. For that, first let us understand the diagram here. So here in front of you, this is one diagram where this bigger sphere is Earth. It is center of Earth where the whole mass of the Earth is concentrated. That is, the whole gravitational force exerted by Earth can be considered to be originate here only. Okay? From center at a distance r, that is the radius of Earth. Here on the surface of Earth, we have our object. Okay? So when the object is on the surface of Earth, the gravitational acceleration here will be g. At point A, the gravitational acceleration will be g. If we move the particle to a point B, which is at a height h from the surface of Earth. So at this point, at point B, the gravitational acceleration of the on the object will be gh. Capital M is the mass of Earth, small m is the mass of object. Because the value of g is independent of the mass of object, so that we have not written here. Okay, so capital M, this is the mass of Earth. On the surface, a point A is there where object is having the gravitational acceleration g, and at a height h from the surface there is one point B where the object is having the gravitational acceleration as gh. Okay. Now, when any object is on the surface of Earth, so that time the gravitational acceleration is given by gm upon r square, where g is the gravitational constant, m is the mass of Earth, r is the radius of Earth. Give it equation number 1. Now, in second condition, when the object is at a height h from the surface of Earth, that is at point B, so that time the total distance between the Earth and the object will be r plus h. Here in this diagram you can see from center of Earth to the surface the distance is r. But when we talk about point B, so the total distance from O to B is OA plus AB, that is r plus h. So in place of r we will put now r plus h. So we got this equation. In place of r, the distance, we put r plus h. So gh, that is the gravitational acceleration at a height, is given by gh here. It is equals to gm upon r plus h square. Give it equation number 2. Now, let's divide equation 2 by equation 1. So we get this one, gh upon g. This is value of gh. Upon value of g will be there, so when we multiply it, it will come in this manner. So gm upon r plus h square into r square upon gm, gm get cancel. So we have this formula, gh upon g equals to r square upon r plus h square. Okay. Now from here we can take r square out, so we have 1 plus h upon r whole square. Then r square get cancelled. So this power 2, when it come in numerator, it is in denominator. When we move it to numerator, it become 1 plus h upon r to the power minus 2. Okay. Then in this formula we will apply binomial theorem. When we apply binomial theorem here, so in that theorem it starts with 1 minus 2h upon r, okay, plus so many higher terms will be there. So this line you have to learn properly. After this, till here we have solved mathematically, but after this you have to learn this one, that by applying the binomial theorem we get this one, 1 minus 2h upon r plus terms containing higher power of h upon r. Okay, but here we will neglect the higher powers. Why? Because h is very smaller than r. See, the radius of earth is so large that if we put any object above the surface of earth, so that will be the distance between the surface of earth to that object, that is h, that will always be less than r only. Okay, so h is very less than r, so h upon r will be less than 1. So if we go with the higher powers, the more we increase the power, the less we will get its value, because it is less than 1 na. So that's why on increasing its power we are going to get lesser values. So that's why that values are so less, very small, that they can be neglected. So we neglect all the higher terms, and then we have this one, only this term will be left there, 1 minus 2h upon r. So gh upon g equals to 1 minus 2h upon r, or we can write gh equals to g into 1 minus 2h upon r. See, whatever value of 2h we will get, we have to subtract it from 1. That means here in this bracket, always we are getting a value which is less than 1. Are you understanding this? Inside this bracket, whatever value will become, that will be less than 1. So if we multiply any value with less than 1, it will obviously, the value will obviously decrease. That means whatever value g is having, gh will be having a value less than that. Is it clear? Suppose the value of g is 1. So if we multiply 1 with any less value, okay, less than 1, so obviously we are going to get the values in points. So that means the value of gh will be less than 1. Whatever value of g will be there, okay, if we put here and calculate, the value of gh will be less than that. Okay. So from here we can understand that the value of gh will always be less than g. That means on a height, the value of gravitational acceleration will be less in comparison with the gravitational acceleration on the surface of earth. So at the surface of earth, the value of g will be more in comparison with at a height from the surface of earth. Okay. This thing you can understand from this formula as well. See, this value this side, 1 minus 2h upon r is less than 1. That means the value of gh upon g is less than 1. Okay, now concentrate here. 1 minus 2h upon r is less than 1. It is equals to this ratio gh upon g. So if this is less than 1, gh upon g will be less than 1. That is gh is less than g. If we transport g this side, so gh is less than g. So like this also you can write and prove that gh is less than g. And this is the reason that on plains the value of g is higher in comparison with the mountains. When we climb the mountains, okay, so that time we feel a little bit lightness in our weight. That is because the gravitational acceleration there is less in comparison with the plain areas. Now next topic for today is effect of depth on g. Okay, in previous topic we have seen that when the object is above the surface of earth, that time how the value of g changes. Now we will see if the object is below the surface of earth, then how the value of g changes. Okay, for that let us first see the diagram and understand the condition here. So here in front of you one diagram is there. Okay, this bigger one circle, you can see this is one sphere It is representing the earth. Okay, this is center of earth. From the center to the surface of earth, the distance is r. Okay, the distance from the center of earth to the surface is r. On the surface a point A is there where any object is placed. So the gravitational acceleration on that object will be g. Okay, when the object is here, that time the whole mass of the earth, okay, is applying gravitational force on the object. See, gravitational force is there because of the mass of earth. Mass plays very important role in gravitational acceleration. Gravitational force is there because of mass only. So that's why here we will discuss about mass first. So here when the object is placed on point A, the whole earth will apply gravitational force on that. That means the whole mass of the earth will apply the force. Now suppose the object is placed at a point B which is at a depth d from the surface of earth. Okay. Now when the object is placed here, that time what we will assume that now from center to this much is sphere only, will apply force on B. The outer one will not apply any force. Okay, according to shell theorem it is there. Because shell theorem is not in your course, so that's why I am not explaining it in detail, but in short I can tell you about that when any object is here, then the whole body will apply force on that. But if the object comes inside, so this become a shell. Okay, so this shallow part, this will not apply any force on this object. Okay, only this much part, this shaded one you can see, this much shaded part will apply force on B. That means now the amount of mass, the value of mass which will apply force on object will decrease. When the object is on A, the whole earth was applying force on that, the mass of whole earth, okay, will be responsible for applying gravitational force. Now when the object is at B, so whole earth is not responsible, only this much. Okay, from O to B we have one certain distance. If we take it as radius and draw one sphere, so that time this much sphere only will apply force on this. So now the value of mass will change. According to that, obviously G will also change. And because the object is placed at a depth D, so from O to B, now the new distance is R minus D. Okay, this whole distance is R. We subtract this much distance D. So from O to B, now the new distance is R minus D. Okay, now let's derive the formula. G equals to Gm upon R square. This is the value of gravitational acceleration when the object is placed on the surface of earth. Okay. Now we know mass equals to what? Volume into density. Volume means 4 upon 3 pi r cube and density is rho. The density of earth we are taking as rho. So this is the value of mass. This value we put here. So we get this equation. G equals to G into 4 upon 3 pi r cube rho upon r square. This r square and here 2r get cancelled. So the value of G here we have G equals to 4 upon 3 pi g r rho. Okay, this is the gravitational acceleration when the object is on the surface of earth. On the second condition, when the object is at a depth d from the surface of earth, so that time if we find out the mass m dash, it will be 4 upon 3 pi r minus d cube. In place of r, now we will put r minus d. This is the distance between the object and the center of earth now. Into rho. Rho is the density. Density will not change. Okay. Whether you go up or down in the earth, inside the earth, the density will be same. Okay. Obviously with many layers the density changes. But here we are not going so deep that there will be change in density. So density will be constant here. By putting that value in this equation, see GD, that means gravitational acceleration at a depth D is equals to gm dash upon r minus d square. So in place of m dash, by putting this value, cancelling this up, we get this equation GD equals to 4 upon 3 pi g r minus d rho. Okay, so here we have two equations. This is the value of g when the object is on the surface of earth. This is the value of g when the surface is object is at a depth d from the surface of earth. Dividing GD by g, we have this value 4 upon 3 pi pi g g rho rho, all thing will cancel. So we have r minus d upon r or 1 minus d upon r. Okay, so GD upon g equals to 1 minus d upon r, or GD equals to g into 1 minus d upon r. So here also we can see that the value of GD is less than g. Okay, so from this whole discussion we can say that the value of g decreases if we go inside the earth, and that is the reason because of which the gravity is less in mines. Okay, mines are inside the earth, so when people go there also they feel lightness in their weight. Okay, weightlessness they will feel, and that is because the value of g there is less in comparison with the value of g on the surface. So here we have seen two things, that if we go up from the surface, the value of g decreases. If we go down from the surface, below the surface, then also the value of g decreases. Okay, above the surface it decreases, below the surface it decreases. That means where we can get the maximum value of g? Obviously on the surface. Okay, so the value of gravitational acceleration is maximum on the surface of earth. As we go up or down, the value of g decreases. What happened at the center of earth? See, at the center of earth, the d, okay, the value of d becomes r only, because from the surface when we are coming to the center of earth, so in place of d now we can put r there. So that time 1 minus r upon r get cancelled, we get 1, 1 minus 1 equals to 0. So at the center of earth, the gravitational acceleration will be 0. So now we have one fact, that the value of g is maximum on the surface of earth and it is 0 at the center of earth. Okay, and that's why at the center of earth the weight will become 0. It is not like our mass will disappear. Our mass will be there, but because there will be no gravitational acceleration, that's why the weight will be 0 there. Okay, so this is it for today's lecture. See you in next lecture. Till then, goodbye, take care, do some productive work, and the most important thing, be healthy, be safe.